Hello, Gemini, and welcome to your reading for Pluto transits Aquarius. This is going to be a long transit. I am going to come back every few months and just bring an update. Right now, Pluto is at 2 degrees of Aquarius. So if you know where that resides in your chart, you can see what house is most activated by this transformation that is taking place right now. So let's see what messages want to show up, what energies I'm seeing that are showing up for the sign of Gemini. Let's see what energies for the sign of Gemini. What messages for Gemini? What messages? First card out is delightful intimacy. So this is really nice. This is good energy. I love to see this. I feel like there is some sort of coming together. Reach the unreachable at the bottom of the deck. I did see this in the Cancer reading as well. So if you have any placements in the sign of Cancer, look at that as well. Delightful intimacy. So I do feel like there is this sense of I'm feeling comfortable in one's own skin, but I'm feeling with things that are coming together. And I feel like this is in an external way. I feel like there's a path being illuminated or something is lighting up. There is some sort of guidance, almost being shown the way is how I'm feeling with this energy. Let's see what other things want to come up for this transformation in this transit in this area of your chart. One thing at a time. You should really take a look at Cancer energy because this came up as well. One thing at a time. I feel like this is about, look, the faithful way. This is sweet. I feel like there was a very turbulent period or time. I feel like that is over. I feel like this is talking about things coming together, like I said, being enlightened, a path, a sense, I feel a sense of a new direction. Um, I also feel this energy of taking one thing at a time, not getting overwhelmed or feeling like you need to do it all in a day. It's giving me that kind of energy. It feels like one minor improvement after another really all totally accumulates and results in major shifts and transformations and moving forward. Shifting the blame is the next card that's showing up. And it's interesting because I'm seeing, I don't know why, but I am seeing twos very prominent. I see two people there, I see two people here, and then I see these two silhouettes or mirrors or whatever these are. You'll know how it feels for you, what resonates with you. I do feel like there is some sort of shift and a change and a perception and a mindset. Um, and I really love what I'm seeing with this because it almost makes me feel like accountability, right? Um, it's wow. Okay. Look at the bottom of the deck. Attend to your spiritual needs. I want to say this, and if you've ever seen me, and I do use these cards, I love these cards, right? I've used these cards many, many times. I was doing a personal reading and I was using this deck, and it was the very first time this card has I've ever seen it show up in any reading I've ever done. And I thought it was very symbolic, and something really caught my attention when this popped up. So in this reading, it's showing up. It's on the bottom of the deck. It's what you don't see or what you don't see coming. Attend to your spiritual needs. So again, I feel like there is a paradigm shift. I'm feeling things coming together. I'm feeling the number two very prominently in all of this. So I'm feeling like there's about balance being restored, and I'm feeling there's accountability in all of this, wherever that accountability lies. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. We are all accountable for ourselves, our choices, our decisions, our words, all of that stuff. And then, obviously everything always has a ripple effect, and whether it has a good ripple effect or a bad ripple effect is how I'm feeling is that's just what I'm feeling with this energy. So I don't, I'm not a Gemini. This is in my reading. So I really don't know how to put that into your time. Like I said, take what resonates, release what doesn't. But this should trigger, like bring aha to you. Like, yeah, maybe if I can see something differently. And again, there just seems to be a shift in that sort of energy. Stay in the flow. So I'm seeing a couple things. One thing, out of all of these colors, which really coincide, this one really stands out to me. Um, and so I'm feeling it's drawing me back to that card where it's talking about one thing at a time. And because I'm seeing the red, I'm in the orangey colors, I'm kind of feel like this is in regards to actions, right? Like I feel someone could be overwhelmed, maybe thinking of all the actions they want to take, or because of all the actions they are taking, that sort of thing. This feels to me like I feel temper that energy, right? Calm that energy down, get like fall into the flow of when you look at these colors, those indicate the heart chakra, the throat chakra, so communication, opening up, love, nurturing, that sort of energy. I'm also seeing purple, so that would, and I'm seeing the indigo, so third eye, trusting with your higher self is you are being guided download through your crown chakra in regards to all of this. So let's see what other energies want to show up. I'm strongly recommended that you look at this energy, and I don't know why. You can see if that you have placements in that house of Cancer, but I do feel um yeah, this is why I'm saying it, because I just seen that this card and I shuffled the deck and here it is again. It's coping with grief. And then this card came out with that, follow your calling. So I feel like I'm just feeling that accountability energy. I am feeling like, that it's almost like somebody really wants to take a lot of action, but without doing all the healing, right? And so I'm feeling like someone has got to do the healing and before taking the action and being like tempering that energy of action that they're taking, movements that they're making. Follow your calling. I feel like someone is being guided to. You could find that with this energy, like I wouldn't be surprised if someone was to comment and say, um, I'm just like all over the place doing this, that, and the third thing, and it's not harmonious, right? Because this sticks out like a sore thumb. I feel like either somebody is doing too much, or really it feels like their energy is not being directed in a good place, and I don't feel like it's a permanent thing. I just think it's something to be consciously aware of and to recognize and to deal with accordingly if that is the case, right? So let's see. Let's get some clarifying energy. What is this delightful intimacy? I feel like things are going to come together, balance out. I feel like it's a matter of trusting your intuition, not getting overwhelmed and acting rashly, that sort of energy. Um, Look, five of air. There is some sort of challenge that I feel is happening, and it feels like the challenge I was talking about. I feel like somebody is really trying to manifest something, and I feel like almost, I don't really feel like desperation would be the word to use, but it almost feels like this, like desperate um need to make it happen or to do it right now, or that sort of energy. I'm going to agree to that because there's a page of air that popped out when I was saying it. I feel like somebody is trying to manifest something, and I feel like it's like they're trying to force their will upon a timeline that doesn't feel to me was written in the stars. I feel like what's written in the stars is what's aligning, but it feels like there's a block as a result of somebody trying to push something. It feels like a very, yeah, nine of earth. I feel like somebody could feel very overwhelmed with trying to bring to fruition something in the physical realm. Um, and there's some sort of challenge surrounding that. I don't know if it's the action that they're taking, lack of action that they're taking, the it could even be the challenge of the conflict within the mind, lack of communication, or the form of communication. It feels like something around that. Again, leave me a comment. I'd love to know if this resonates with you or not, or if you know what this is saying. So I do feel like something is meant to like there's a really, I feel smooth ebb and flow, or something that's meant to harmonize, but it feels like there is a conflict around like the connection of that, the coming together of that, the yeah, because there's some sort of conflict around there. There's some sort of challenge. Let's keep going. We'll look and see what other information wants to show up. Tell us about this shifting the blame. It makes me feel, wow. Ace of Cups and a new beginning in regards to relationships, new beginning, the Fool card, in towards a major life change, a life cycle. Yeah, there just feels like there's something that needs change. There's a challenge that needs to be overcome, is what I'm feeling with this. I feel like somebody could get very overwhelmed with the thought of this, with taking action about this, with, like, I'm seeing that accountability again, taking accountability for something, or that sort of energy. I feel like that could be what is very overwhelming. That's the truth. Ace of air, look at this. The Fool card to the Ace of air to the Strength card. Maybe someone is really having a challenging time speaking a truth, about a new beginning, or they're trying to work on mustering up the strength, courage, and confidence to speak a truth about a new beginning. Four of earth to the seven of air. This is something that's blocking. This is literally something that's blocking forward movement, and I feel like until, look at King of air, there's your energy. Justice card, the truth. Justice is served, a cycle is closed out. And then there's the two of water right there, judgment underneath all of this. This does feel big. So I do feel like there is this energy of something meant to go through a transformation, to bring something together. I kept seeing all the twos, right? And now I'm seeing a lot of aces, and I'm seeing the Fool card for a new cycle, a major life cycle to begin. There is a challenge that has to be overcome. And it is in regards to either speaking a truth, um, I'm just going to say speaking of truth, because this popped right out. I don't know if you can hear it, but there it is. Queen of air. Um, Using the knowledge, wisdom, insight, something like that, and speaking the truth. Three of earth at the bottom of the deck with the messenger of fire to burn. There's some sort of communication or truth or something like that that I feel needs to come to the light, because either if you don't have this information, that's what's causing a five of air, a challenge, right? Because you don't know the information, or maybe the information you have is not correct. There's a challenge with a truth and information over, and yeah, there's just a challenge with truth, information, clarity on a situation that's causing some sort of block, I feel. And I don't feel like this block is going to be removed until this is dealt with. That's how I'm feeling about all of this, where the truth is exposed, it's clear. Eight of water. It can be in regards to walking away from a situation, or about walking away from a situation. Eight of water to the four of waters to the page of fire. So with the eight of waters, this is like having to turn your back and walk away from things. Again, it can be, these are, it's water energy. So it can be in regards to relationships or feelings, but it's like turning your back on the past, or like things that are not emotionally satisfying, stable, nurturing, the lower vibration, like shallow, empty feelings, emotions, relationships, that sort of thing, and heading towards the future. But there's a challenge in this. And Pluto is in that beginning stages of bringing a major transformation to whatever this is. So I feel like this is a big shift. I'm seeing a lot of air energy out here, and a lot of water energy. So I'm feeling like there's a major transformation that is taking place when it comes to the thoughts, the ideas, the perceptions, even the illusions and could be in one's mind when it comes to um, relationships, feelings, emotions, that sort of energy. So let's take a look at what wants to the universe. This deck is from the universe has your back. Let's see what messages are here to help support you during this part of this transformation in this sign of Aquarius. And again, look at what house that is for you because you'll see where this is taking place. So let's see. Let's see what the universe has your back has to say. First card up. The more energy and intention I bring to my faith, the more fearless and free I am. And that does really, I love that. And it seems very fitting because I feel like somebody is in a challenge right now to free themselves, to liberate themselves from something or in some way it's liberating and freeing, but it's not either, it's not communicated, it's not spoke, it's not said. It's something like that. Like there just feels like that energy. The universe works fast when I'm having fun, and I love that because yes, we like our life to be filled with love and laughter. I say we, but I'm not a Gemini, so but anyhow, we like it no matter what sign we are. Well, ooh, next card that comes up is energy flows where my intention goes. And it's interesting because it's on that red, right? And I feel, and you even see it in there, right? And I feel like somebody could possibly get distracted with, I don't know if it's lack of confidence, lack of, it just feels like it's something that overwhelms someone. So be mindful of that. Like if you're noticing you keep finding yourself in a situation or an experience or a mindset or of feeling overwhelmed, I'm feeling um, in regards to something. This is like baby steps, is what it's saying. Keep your eye on the prize, one step at a time, see where that goes. Allow the universe to lead and guide you versus you trying to just take control of the whole situation and think it's going to turn out like that. Oneness is my true nature. So, yes, be at one with the universe. The next card that comes up is when I lean on certainty and faith, I change my mind about the world I see. Faith over fear every day, all day long. You just have no idea, some of you do, just how powerful your faith in the unknown, in miracles, and all kinds of different things. That faith the size of a mustard seed can really bring big things in. And look what shows up. I love this color. I find a deeper meaning and I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid the discomfort. This gives me that energy of this is what this transformation is all about for you, at least at this part of this or at this stage of this transit, where this is a growth. This is like growing, the growing pains of wisdom, of knowledge, of insight, of, and I'm feeling the discomfort is because you're stepping out of your comfort zone. You're releasing things in that south node energy and you're tapping into your north node energy. And your north node energy will always be out of your comfort zone because you've never been there. Our comfort zone is like a comfort safe space or a comfort zone, something we know, something we're familiar with. Our north node is something we've never experienced before. So it can, the uncertainty of the unknown, the fear of the unknown. And we did see in here where you're facing these fears. So really big energy. And look at the bottom of the deck. I surrender to a power greater than me. And absolutely, I kind of feel like, I don't know, I do feel like it is who I'm reading for. Like maybe you feel, and again, that can be a hard thing for, I feel, Gemini energy or an air sign energy in general, where they're trying to direct the flow or direct the outcome, or, make something go a certain way. And, because you are that, right, that air energy where you can move that energy around. I'm feeling like you are dealing with this, a part of your life right now where things are beyond your control, and it's more about you surrendering to the bigger picture, to the Most High, to the destined path forward. But it doesn't look to me like this is going to. I mean, it does look like it does have a challenge in that, and that is about what you have to leave behind in order to move forward, what you have to release, like that safety net or that security blanket or that feeling of being comfortable, right? In order to step into something new. Very big energy reading for you guys. Gemini, I hope this serves you well. Thank you for taking the time to listen. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment. I'll see you on the next video. I believe it's going to be for the new moon, or yeah, the new moon in Scorpio coming up. Thank you for taking the time to be here. I send you love and light.